Hey movers and shakers, I got a very special video for you today. Today I am talking with Lorne Macinnes, the CEO and owner of Ferguson Moving and Storage in Vancouver, Canada. We go over a lot of great stuff in this video, from franchises to hiring people, etc. This is just a small little snippet of over 2-hour masterclass that he and I actually produced just not that long ago. And I'm going to actually have a very special announcement about that at the end of this video, so stay tuned. All right, guys, let's get into the video. See you there.
That I asked the people of my 7-Figure Moving Academy group that they would want to ask you. And if you got a few minutes, if we could go over those questions.
Absolutely.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Thank you. So one of the questions that was asked was, what are some of the biggest obstacles you face in the moving industry? Hiring, operations, etc.
Oh, how much time do you got?
I've got to at least 5:30.
I would say some of the biggest obstacles, gosh, yeah, everything's had different obstacles, like operations, finding good guys, training good guys. Sales is getting a consistent process down, figuring out your pricing. We do flat rate pricing, so that was a big obstacle to figure out how to do that effectively. Marketing, to make sure that your marketing is on point with what the salespeople are selling. Right? There's nothing worse than having like a coupon out there and then a salesperson saying like, oh, I didn't even know we had that coupon. Right? Mm-hmm. So the internal dialogue, the internal communication is really critical. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things, Jay, I would say, is alignment. That's the biggest obstacle, is getting everybody rowing in the same direction that you want to go. Right. And so I think a lot of people overlook the idea of having like a vision for where they want the company to go. And I think you started off with talking about that. And it's so true that if you don't have a vision, how am I supposed to know what you want? And, you know, whereas if you have a vision, if you're living in New York and you want to go to California and you throw the kids in the car, but they can drive, and you fall asleep in the back seat, and they can get in, they should be able to get you to California because they knew where you're going. But without that vision of going there, you might end up in New Orleans.
Exactly. Right. And I think my analogy that I shared with the group one time was that, you know, as movers, we know the address that we're going to move somebody to, right? We know their address, but there's many routes to get to that address. But if you didn't have that address, doesn't matter which route you're going, you'll never get to that location.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's what a vision is. It's not the route you take. It's the actual address you're going to go to.
Perfect. Yeah. Well said.
So here's another question. And it says, when you started your moving company, did you know ahead of time you were going to be a franchise company, that you're going to be doing franchises? Was that part of the vision, or did that come later?
It came a little later. I think what I originally wanted to build was like an ideal company. Mm-hmm. And then later on, I ended up reading a book, The E-Myth by Michael Gerber.
Oh, yes.
Really, yeah. So that really helped me to see like what I was actually building was a franchise prototype. Mm-hmm. And I think like anyone that's running their business should build it that way. Even if you're not planning to franchise your business, it should run like a franchise. All your systems and everything should be on point. Your customer experience, your team's experience, everything should be to the point where you feel like it's running like a McDonald's. Not like McDonald's is the best food quality or anything, but you know, they've got a really good customer experience.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's something that ended up evolving within me later on. I knew I wanted to expand through entrepreneurship. I wasn't quite sure how to do that, but the franchising model ended up making the most sense for me to do that.
Great. Now, we've kind of touched upon this next question. So maybe if you can expand upon it, great. If not, you know, just maybe a quick answer. But it says, seeing that you are a franchiser, can you you, Lorne, to break down the arrangement he has. Are the franchisees truck operators, or do they manage independent offices? And I think we've already answered that.
Yeah, they manage independent offices. They're not like they're not contractors.
Yeah, they're not owner operators.
No, they're running their own business. So, and again, like even now with different government programs that come out for independent business owners for like COVID-19, we are helping them to do all the applications for everything that they need to. So each company itself can benefit from any programs that are coming out now.
Right now, this comes to question. So if they're their own independent, do you have allowances for somebody to bring in owner operators into their individual franchises, or is that verboten in your business?
Oh yeah, no, they can hire their own contractors if they wanted to get contract movers to help them. Yeah, they could totally do that.
Okay, great. The next question is the model ideal in your view, or could it have been better in hindsight? As the next question that was asked.
No, I think it's ideal for me because we can go two different ways. We can have the franchise model, but we can also expand corporately if we choose to. So we can have both, right? So ideally, it is the best because it satisfies one of my core values, which is entrepreneurship.
Great. And I like this next question, right? One of the guys asks is, given that you're in an unregulated market, meaning more competition, what are the main ways that differentiates you from some other company?
That's a great question. And we are in an unregulated market. Like anyone can just get a truck and call themselves a mover here.
Right.
So what it really comes down to is the customer experience and all of our systems that gear towards the customer. The customer focus is so strong in our company that that's the main differentiator. Like I don't even really look at competitors. They're maybe my peripheral vision a little bit, but I'm focused on the customer. And I think as long as you focus on the customer and the type of customer that you want to attract, plus the customer that you want to repel, then that's how we do that. So we have like things like our 7 guarantees that we advertise on our website. If you want to go to fergusonmoving.com, they're all listed right there on the front page. So our guarantees to our customer is that, and then the type of staff that we hire to bring into your home and to deal with your family and your belongings. So it's all about the customer and the people that we hire and allow to work with you in your home.
Right. And you're not by far the cheapest mover in your area or any of your franchise areas.
No, and I've tried a model in the past with being the cheapest company and doing all kinds of things like no travel time. And, when you are the cheapest, you are very busy and you make no money. Right.
And you've got to do 10 moves just to make up for the one move that you would make.
Yeah, I mean, there's an analogy someone gave me about like a pen company, right? So there's say if there's 2 pens, like that. I'll hold up a couple pens here.
Yeah,
see those? All right.
Yep.
There's 2 pens, and they're identical pens in every way. The only difference between the 2 pens is one's got a squiggly little logo on it, right? That's it. They're both made in the same factory, but one pen sells for $25, the other one sells for 25 cents. Well, how is that possible? Well, the $25 pen, they have unlimited warranty. It's transferable if you ever give the pen to anyone. If you ever run out of ink, they will ship you free ink within 24 hours. They've got a support website, and they've got just like a massive like prestige with the logo and all kinds of like fancy support systems, right? Right. The cheap pen's got nothing. Right. You buy the pen, there's no support. And both companies would actually be fine if they stayed in those lanes and tried to make a lot of money. The problem with most companies, like the cheap pen, is that they see the things that the expensive pen is doing, and they want to replicate that without raising their prices. And so they want to offer the website, they want to offer the 24-hour support, they want to offer the insurance, but they don't raise the price. And they end up getting squished. Right. But conversely, the expensive pen company their salespeople also come into the boss's office and say, hey, that cheap pen companies, they're selling millions of pens. We're only selling hundreds. And we need to lower our prices so that we can sell more pens. Mm-hmm. And so they start dropping the prices with keeping all of those services. So mm-hmm. both companies are screwed if they make those moves without adjusting their prices. Mm-hmm. And so it really just, you have to pick what kind of a pen that you are and be true to that. Like if you want to be an inexpensive mover, then you should just be saying, look, there's no insurance. If we break something, we're sorry, but that's just because we have to be cheap. And just be upfront. Don't try and manipulate the situation and say, like, we are going to be fully insured and then charge me $10 an hour, right?
Exactly.
So pick the kind of pen that you want to be. And that's something that I heard a long time ago. It was really helpful for me to understand that.
That's a great analogy. I'm going to actually steal this. And that you were saying something, which is what I was trying to impart to the 7-Figure Moving Academy guys, was that benefit stacking is really something that they should do to create an irresistible offer to buy your high price service versus that cheap guy. That cheap guy, all they're offering is a pen. With your service, you're offering the user experience behind it. Like, you never have to worry about it breaking, because if it breaks, we're going to handle it. You never have to worry about the ink falling, because we'll replace it. You know, all these different guarantees, all these different benefits. If you stack those benefits on top of each other, you create this irresistible offer that creates tremendous amounts of value over and above what you're charging them. And then it becomes a no-brainer to sell your customer the higher price, because the benefits far outweigh your price.
Yes. And in some cases, when you can paint a picture to the customer of like the experience that you want to provide to them and all of the benefits that they're going to get if they go with you, when you actually reveal the price, even though it's higher than your competitors, a lot of the times they thought it was going to be even higher.
Right. Exactly. All right. So the last question I've got is and it seems to be from the same person. It says, on the same note as the question prior, does he have lead generation and marketing approaches that differ from the ones commonly discussed in the group?
Yeah, so we have like our affiliate program is all up and running. So that's a big one. So in the affiliate program, if one of our affiliates sends us a referral, they get $50 if the customer books. The person that they referred to us also gets $50. These are like Amazon gift cards. And then the person that originally is the affiliate also gets a point for every dollar that is spent by the person that they referred. And then there's an entire category. There's a list of different prizes that they can cash those points in for once a year. And when they also get like our affiliates also get a portal that they can log into, and they can see all the customers that they referred to us. And it'll tell them that if we won or lost the job, because I think with affiliate programs, you're always kind of wondering like what happened with that referral that I sent you. And this way it allows them to have their own portal that they can log into and see if we got the job or not.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Lorne. I really appreciate your time. Before I want to go, I want to give you the opportunity. We've talked a lot about your business and so on. If someone wants to use your business or wants to become a franchisee of yours, how do they get in touch with you? What's the website? What's the phone number? How do they do that? Sure.
So there's a couple different ways. They can give me a call on my cell phone. They can text me. I'm on Facebook. Probably the easiest ways to find me is on Facebook. If they want more information on the franchising side, we also have a separate website that we built for that, which is Ferguson franchise. I want to make sure I get it right. FergusonMovingFranchise.com.
FergusonMovingFranchise.com. And you said that they could call you. What's the number that they could call?
Yeah, 604-968-3084. That's my direct cell.
Great. And they could do that whether they're in the States or in Canada, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Great. Well, Lorne, thank you so much for your time. Truly, I appreciate you coming on Moving Company Mentors with me. You've provided a lot of great value, and I know from speaking from my own experience, that you provide a tremendous amount of value to the industry and the brotherhood. Always. And I really, truly appreciate you doing this for me. And if there's anything I can do for you, if you want to do another podcast to help you out or something, just let me know. And I will definitely extend my hand to you. And I appreciate you.
Thanks, Jay. And, right back at you. Like, you've done a lot of good videos. I've watched most of them, and I take a lot of value from the messaging that you're sending out as well. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, guys, how did you like that video? Pretty cool, huh? Well, guys, I got a very special announcement. I am coming out with some master classes that are going to teach you sales, scaling, how to hire, franchising, how to get into another location, so much more. And we're calling this Moving Company Mentors. So that site is being developed right now. But before we get into that, I actually have a very special offer for you right now for a limited time, because we're in the situation that we're in. I am offering my coaching services for just a mere $49 an hour. And that's right, $49 an hour. You can get me, be your personal mentor, personal coach. We'll go over whatever problem or whatever situation you want to improve in your moving company. We can go over that. So all you need to do is go to the link below, and you can actually see Moving Company Coaching right down there. Go and click it for $49. I will talk to you for an hour. You can book as many hours as you want. And I'm here for you guys. So this is an amazing offer. And again, thank you for coming to this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you leave me a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to this video. Thank you so much. You guys, you know what? I love you. I like you. Go and do something great today. Bye-bye.